If a tree falls in the forest and no one isn't around to hear it, does it really fall? How will we
Yes,
ever know?
it does fall.
What says my guest who claims to have hit the early pick 5 today on the card? Of course, before the show happened.
Well, I wanted to do a show today, but Frank couldn't have been bothered to do it. He's like, just do it yourself. And I was like, sending him back. I'm ice cold.
Frank's busy doing other stuff.
The last time I actually posted it, you blasted my pick. So I was like, you know what? My ego is too fragile at this stage, as cold as I am. But I needed that. That was a nice confidence booster. All the doors off.
Why are you listening to me?
Because
that's your first mistake.
That is my first mistake. Yes. You know,
so I know Hayden went down as a huge favorite.
I never. I mean, as I've said, I mean, I don't do the late pick 4 anymore, even though my name's pick 4. It's the low takeouts for me, and I do the pick 5s, but I don't spend as much money as I did today. And I remember last night I texted you, I was like, maybe we should do a show because this thing could get to like 2.2. I ended up going over 3 million. And I was actually shocked when I saw the will pays 4,000 and there was no real big, you know what I mean? Long shots. I mean, one win did go down, but even, spending $350, that was a huge return. That was nice to see. I actually thought we were going to be coming on the show, Frank, and going, man, we had a couple of decent prices, and that's all I paid. The CAWs ate the pool alive. But
you know why I paid so much? Because everybody faded your picks.
Oh, that was probably it. Yes,
this is Ciaran sequence X. And then you look at you get them right at the wire, right on the last day of the meet. Well, congratulations. That is an awesome hit. Stephen D right here. A little congratulations. Awesome job, Ciaran. I'm going to give you a little bit of love because I know I've been very, very hard on you because you haven't picked a winner since the Biden administration. But
no, it's actually just been the Breeders' Cup. Well, there's been winners, but they were like your kind of winners, $5 double, And then there was one where I rode your coattails and we made $20 profit or something.
Right. Yeah, you mean the $430 double from Delta Downs the other day? Is that the one you're talking about?
We even talked about it yesterday. Like I had a couple of what was it, race 2? For the umpteenth time, my horse ran second in the double. You know what I mean? When Tiago didn't even ride at the end, let the other AA essentially outrode Tiago. I mean, you can tell who wanted to win and who's. I mean, I ended up fading his horses now because of that.
Isn't that amazing, Ciaran? Like when you're going bad and your confidence is down, and then you have a ride like that, you're like, I can't do anything right. Yeah, that horse was home, and he got outridden by a
horse that was.
It was just
a horse that looked dead, on the turn, and then somehow re-rallied because the jockey in second place was like, I want a paycheck. And the jockey in first was like, I don't know what he was thinking because Tiago's been off for a long time. You'd think he'd be a little bit more hungry, but
Yeah. Or, I mean, maybe he didn't have the horse underneath him, whatever it was. But when you see it and you're going bad, you're like, no matter what I do, I can't win. You're right. This
Frank
is a mental game too.
I was texting Frank today, and he's like, "Well, just put your picks out." And I was like, "Dude, I have no confidence at all." And then Frank starts slamming me again, and I was like, "Well, I'm definitely not doing it now because I'm gonna go cry in the corner after this show if I don't hit the double."
Yeah, I did that to motivate you because usually when I give you crap, you come back with the gloves on, and you're like, "Let's go! All right, Scatoni, I'm gonna shove it in your face." Well, you did. Congratulations! I know another one of our friends and listeners. Larry probably played it and hit it too, so good for him. Let me roll through the comments real quick and we'll get started because this is I don't love the sequence, but I like 2 of the races. So we'll walk through that. But Paul Victory, let's have a night. That's right. It's the last helicopter out of Saigon. Get out and get up with us on Double Trouble. Froggy Mushroom, amen to that. Scurvy Tooth. All right, look at this. An art connoisseur and also a music connoisseur, Bell and Sebastian. Cool shirt, Frank. Great brand. Thank you. Seen him a bunch of times. Going to see him up in L.A. next year for 2 nights. In fact, they're doing the 30th anniversary of this album here. And Terry and I saw them at the Greek Theater a couple of years ago, and they were just outstanding. All right, let's go on. Racing Downwind. Hard to find the 7th and the 6th.
I agree 100% on that. Yeah, that was – I thought it was a 2-horse race, and it was. They just didn't win.
Oh, that's a new one. I like that. That's pretty good. is that Bartoldi you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I bet that. I mean, it's one of those, as we say, the Scittoni off angle. I mean, I know I bet that horse a bunch of times, and this was a time I was like, ain't no way. Although, if there had been a different jockey on it, it would have been one I might have upgraded just because of that, because the horse is always at the line. You know what I mean? And you know how I like that fresh guy on a horse that's always around the line. So, I mean, the bullet work, I mean, it had all the ingredients for me jumping on it, but I just thought without the new jockey, no. So ended up coming back and winning.
Oh, Dan H wins. Him and Nick are licking their wounds. All right, well, we won't talk about it much longer. Ciaran already got to celebrate. Sorry you guys missed the pick 5 there. But you know what? That's why we're here doing the $3 late pick 3 and the $5 late double. Nice hit, Ciaran. Good speed figures on the 7.
I thought this was, I'm not going to say hard, but I mean, when I first went and did this card, I even talked to you and I was like, Frank, oh my God, closing days looks like it's going to be chalk central.
Yeah, you thought Baffert yesterday.
And I mean, I've got a little difference here. I tried to spread out a little bit here, and then I tried to do one that's got some prices that come in. But I think that, the 1, 3, 4 that I'm using in here, or 1, 2, 4, that was me just thinking, Pratt's not going to get the job done, and if he doesn't get the job done, at least I've got the double in the next leg. That's essentially how I approached it.
So your key action is 7, 8, 9. Am I reading this right? 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
And then you have another ticket with the 1, 2, 4, and then you're coming back and tripling down with the 9.
Yeah, right, 9 in this one.
9, is that Suggesta?
Yeah, 9 with this. Yeah, 9 in this leg. I thought was a really strong favorite. I mean, the 4 in the next leg is a really strong favorite, and the 12's a really strong favorite, I thought, in the last. So I felt I needed to hit it at least a couple of times on this pick 3 to get money back. That was the mindset I had coming into this one.
Well, here's the thing about Suggesta, just real quick. I'm not a pedigree dork or anything like that. But Bradfree mentioned something about this dam, and then I went and looked. So yesterday, the Chad Brown horse who won the Hollywood Derby, Salamis, has the same dam as Suggesta. So the horse who won yesterday, Suggesta is his half sister. So I thought it was just a cool thing that Juddmonte and Chad Brown might have 2 Grade 1 winners this weekend, both from the same dam. Just a neat little thing. Suggesta is definitely the one to beat, Ciaran. But I thought there were a couple of other ones in here. Talk about the other ones you mentioned.
I mean, like you said, Suggesta, Pratt for Chad Brown from 10 races is 3 and 4. Ran second the last 2 races. One of them was under Pratt. So I thought, they came out here for a reason. The other top picks, Hereda, JJ for Motion, they were 87% or 67 into Saturday, but their horses have kind of flopped the last.
JJ gave one of the worst rides I've seen all meet on a favorite yesterday in test score. I mean, that was horrendous.
And my notes when I did this card yesterday before we actually headed out to the track was, did their horse do well on Saturday? No. Upgrade or downgrade? One here under JJ this summer. Yeah, but JJ's horses sucked Saturday. So how did the one earlier didn't win either, did it? The Motion went down as well earlier, correct?
I don't recall. I think it was probably in the shower for that race, but no, it wasn't Motion. I mean, yesterday. It was all about JJ not giving a horse an optimum ride. Heredia is a nice horse. Madero's a nice horse. I think the 2 Clement horses are both nice horses. But if we look at the tote, Ciaran, when the money shows up on Chad Brown, that's usually a really good thing. This horse is even money. I was not expecting that.
I thought we might get 2 to 1, 5 to 2. Maybe. I'm a little surprised. I would say that.
Well, let me just pull up what I'm using here. I don't love the bet that I came up with, but because it's super spready, and obviously now if Suggesta wins, it's not going to pay anything with Hope Road. So
I don't disagree with your bet either, because I mean that's when I initially did that. I was like, Hope Road just looks really dominant in that next leg. I mean, the only one I even thought had a chance was Simply Joking, and Pratt's on now. And the last race was a horrible ride that horse got.
Yeah.
Not that it's better than Hope Road, but I thought if there was a price horse in there, the 3. So that's why I use both.
Yeah,
of them.
Well, that's fine. The reason I did this is because, if I catch a price here, I'm okay with Hope Road in the next leg, and then I can come back and play doubles, right? Because I think You're Simply Joking has a look to that horse. I can come back and play doubles, and I could also see what Hope Road is paying into the next leg and adjust accordingly. I'm going to have to come back and use Suggested, though, a bunch of times. But here's the thing, Ciaran. I'm not using the chalk in the last.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to ask you if you had a typo in there, because I thought the 12 looked really, really dominant. I mean, ran second under Pratt Breeders' Friday.
I will always take on Baffert in a turf race. I just will, especially at a short number. And if that horse wins, you came back and played Suggested, Hope Road, Baffert. Because you think that's logical and you want it a bunch of times, and that's smart. That's what you should do if that's what you like. But I don't like that Baffert so much in the last leg, so that's why I'm spready here to try to beat that horse.
I mean, you've got a couple of the horses I had written about, like the 11 Army Man. You don't have the 9. Rio Grande. That's the other Baffert with JJ on. I didn't use it in mine, but there's no turf pedigree. The long shot I ended up landing on, and not because I like the name, Biggie, 20-1. Up in class, and just AA rides as Freshu moved to the little red feather horse in here. And my notes were, check the workouts since the last race, 3 bullet 47-second workouts. Yeah. And for this race, 38% of the winners are 5-1 or more. So I thought, if my 12 goes down, this was the price I ended up landing on.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I do think Biggie has a shot. That's a horse I might be able to use in doubles, depending. I just thought that the Fresu off angle was a little bit of a downgrade.
And we got to see how this
18-1 against a few of these last time, and did finish 4th. So
and we got to see how this leg goes. I mean, if a bunch of people are alive after this leg, we won't have as much bet into the next. If people get blown out of the water in this leg, we're going to have a totally different late double scenario.
If Suggested wins, the double is going to be, probably pretty light, because she is on everyone's ticket. If she doesn't win, you're going to look at some crazy action in the late double. Tony V is with me. Toss the Baffert in the last. Short price on turf, outside post. I agree. If that horse was 12-1, sure, I'd use Baffert on turf at 12-1. If this horse is going to be 4-5 with Pratt riding, I want no part of the horse in my pick 3. Look at the one in the Will Pays. All right, we have an assignment, Ciaran. Let's go. 8 minutes or so. We can go through this here. The Will Pays
on the 1. Let's see. Double Will Pay into the 1 is 130. Will Pay to the 2 is 292. Next up, Will Pay to the 7 is 213. Will Pay to the 8 is 103. To the 9 is 81, and then the other horses start getting up there.
Here, Maduro. If you're asking about Maduro Scurvy Tooth, the horse is taking money.
And actually,
in the double, and I think that horse is a big shot.
I mean, my notes were Rispoli for Urton, who's uncharacteristically cold at the meet.
Stay Hot was horrible yesterday. I couldn't believe how bad Stay Hot ran.
I mean, my notes were he's cold like me. Although I just won, so maybe
exactly
back here. I did say Top Power. The horse likes this track. 2, 2, and 2 from 6 races here, and then I did say Rispoli has kind of sucked this weekend and on his rides, and Urton is only 5 of 84 in graded stakes race. But I got to tell you, that race 5, that Rispoli ride was the one that we cheer from when he does it, and when he doesn't, we're like cursing.
I don't think Rispoli sucked at all. He's leading rider right now, and he won yesterday. He outrode Hernandez, when he won with the Chad Brown yesterday. I think Rispoli's doing just fine.
Let me clarify. He sucks when I use him.
he sucked one race out of the whole meet, and that was on your horse, Breeders' Cup Day. But yeah, look, Maduro has a big shot. What about Breathaway, the Clement horse?
I mean, I'm using it. KK rides. Pratt, I mean, my initial notes on this one was Pratt ran second on this horse in the BC weekend. And if Pratt couldn't win on the horse, is KK going to win on him? But I thought enough of the horse just to throw it in on, my backup pick 3, so I have that on my.
Yeah, I think part of the problem that day was that the horse really had no pace to close into. Definitely going to get a pace today with Ag Bullet and the other stretch out sprinter. I think there's a lot of speed in this race. Maduro has a nice late kick. Breathaway has a nice late kick. I like the other Clement horse, Ozara. This horse.
You didn't use number 4, Vibisi, did you? Barrios. This is the other Urton horse.
Vibes.
Vibes or Vibes, I guess. Has won 2 in a row on their Pratt and JJ. Bullet works, but this is a nice stat. Urton is 29% winner last race on long shots too, so it met the criteria. And the horse has won 3 of 5 here at Del Mar, so he likes the track as well. She's
in good form. She's run really well. She's never faced horses like this before. I think she's outclassed today.
That's why Urton's
has a shot.
That's why Urton's record is 5% in these kinds of races. Like, he takes a shot, and then they're usually above the level they should be, and every once in a while, they break through.
Well, here's this. I'd like to ask the audience a question here. Is anyone using Ag Bullet, the really fast stretch out sprinter?
I am.
I can't believe 3 to 1.
I'm actually shocked on that too.
I wouldn't take 3 to 1. I wouldn't take 20 to 1 on this horse. Isn't the 10 going to hound the 8 every step of the way? The 8's not a miler. These are super classy horses. If this were 5 furlongs, I'm all about Ag Bullet. But I'm shocked at A, the morning line, and B, that the morning line is correct. Am I missing something?
I used the horse. I just think it's hopefully going to get a better ride. And again, it was one of those backup kind of plays trying to beat the number 9.
I think she's more likely to finish last than she is to win. Am I crazy in saying that? The race is not set up for her at all.
We've seen crazier things happen here at this meet this weekend.
Right, but at 3 to 1?
3 to 1.
Would you bet her at 3 to 1?
No, I thought the morning line was low, and I thought I might get 5 or 6 to 1. So
all right, let's look real quick into the next leg.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Just see how strong of a favorite number 4 Hope Road is going to be. We know the horse is going to get hammered. The favorite combo right now is the suggested the 9 to the 4. That $2 double is coming back $7.20. If you're a chalk player, that's actually not that bad.
That's $3.50 because that horse is probably going to end up being 1 to 5.
But here, look at this. Look at the money the 8 is taking. The 8 to the 4 is $11. Who's the 8 in here? That's Ag Bullet.
Ag Bullet is taking a lot of robot money. So,
wow. Anyone else taking money with the 9 in the next? The next lowest is $41, and that's the 3. That's your Simply Joking, right?
No, I'm not using the 3. I'm using the 3 is anti-funny.
No, in the next leg.
Into the next leg. Yes. Yeah, Simply Joking. Yes.
Yeah, so that horse is going to be the second choice based on what we're seeing in the double probables right now. And then after that, it's the 8 paying $75. So you have $7, $42, and $75. So the 4 is going to be 1 to 5, if not shorter. Let me see what Optics has. Yeah. Oh, wow. The 4, according to the doubles, the 4 is looking at going off at like 3 to 5 in the next leg. And that's not surprising, right?
To give you Racelands has the 8 being even money was their projection for this race, Frank. And for this race, they had
they must think they could wire them. I don't know. I don't see it.
Even money. And then it had actually number 9 Suggested being 9 to 2, which is rather interesting.
Yeah, I think their algorithm's broken.
Probably is. But sometimes, it's like all information. You can't just rely on one little tool. You got to use your intuition, see what that's doing. Does it match up with how you think the race is going to play? And then that's how you can get an edge on the computers. A slight edge, but at least an edge.
Yeah. No, you have to, I call it information triage, right? You have to figure out in that race which information is the strongest based on your opinion, how you're seeing it. Put your plays out there, folks. Let's see who we're starting the pick 3 with. Who are we rooting for? is it really just all about Sagesta?
I mean, Midori's
Yeah.
getting a little bit of money, down to
Yeah,
4-1 now.
she's
And actually, AG
nice.
has just drifted up quite 7-2 now. But I'm thinking if we look at the pool money, let's see how much money we had in the pool here. We're up to 212,000. So
Did they cut it off yet? How many minutes?
We're 1 minute, so it was shut off supposedly.
Yeah,
70, almost 80,000 on the 9, and the next closest is 41 on the 8, 34 on the 1.
Wow, I am vehemently against the 8. I mean, I'm really going to be shocked if the 8 wins this race.
Now, the interesting thing is there is a lot of money bet on place. I mean, 13,000 for place on the 8, almost 25%, and 23,000 for place on the 9. So there's not as much confidence, even though it's a 7-5. People are hedging their bet as well with the place money there.
Yeah, I mean, Ag Bullet's not a bad place bet because you can see the horse leading the whole way and then getting run down late. But is she going to be able to win the battle and the war, or does maybe maybe the metrics just have her as being so much faster early than everybody else, and she might be 6 lengths clear turning for home?
I agree with Dan. Like the money that came in on the 1 was mostly for win money, not, heavily loaded to the place. So the people who are betting the 1 are betting to win.
She can win. Yeah, they think she can win. And she can win. I think a bunch of these can win.
Yep.
I don't think Ag Bullet can win. And the fact that she's taking the money she is into the teeth of a 7-5 shot tells me that I may be wrong, or maybe the computer model is just messed up this race. Well, they're at the gate. They're starting. Put your plays up, so we can see who everyone's alive to. They're off. Good luck, everybody.
Ten was surprisingly held on that entire race.
No, I mean, they went so slow. 48, absolutely ridiculous. That should have been 46 and changed. 10 and the 8 should have finished dead last. I don't know what they were thinking. The jockey on the 2 was way too far back. Perfectly ridden by who was riding Sagesta there?
Pratt.
Oh, what a surprise! Best jock in the world.
Yep, and he dodged.
Best judge of slow paces.
and he dodged the shutdown at Aqueduct today, so he's still getting paid while all his buddies are.
How about that?
Going on strike. I don't think I ever remember that. I mean, I know why they're doing it, but they also screw the people. Imagine showing up to the track and the racing's canceled, and you bought all the product and whatnot.
Well, what did you hear? Why are they doing it? I read
guess on Twitter, I disagreement with management, so who knows what the whole reason is. But
yeah, the clerk of scales, Brian Pochman, who I've known for a very, very long time, when he used to work at the Racing Forum, he used to do closer looks, and he was a handicapper for the Racing Forum. And then he moved to Texas, and I lost track of him, and I hadn't heard his name probably in like 15 years. And then all of a sudden, I see this news story come out that he's the clerk of scales at NYRA. And apparently management wanted him to take on like more responsibilities that would take away from like his clerk of scales duties. And he basically told them no. And they said, okay, we'll take your stuff and go home. And then all the jocks were like, well, no, like, this is unacceptable. Like, you've treated us poorly long enough. So screw you. We're going to stage a walkout. Now, that's the little bits and pieces I gleaned from what Dave Brenning had a story. Obviously, we won't know the whole truth. But can you imagine? They just walked out.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. This is going
like
to be
when I saw it was canceled, I was like, what is the weather there again? What's going on? And
this is going to be very, very interesting. I think in light of what happened at Evangeline Downs with that ambulance, I think the jockeys are like, we show up every day, we risk our lives, and management does not give a crap about us, our families, whether we live or die. It doesn't matter to them. They care about the money. So in a way, like, good for them. But to your point, yeah, I mean, for everybody else who, was there to come to the races, or the owners, the trainers who had the horses ready, that's very unfortunate, but maybe that's enough to, kind of as a wake-up call that maybe we as an industry have to do better for the people who support, who are the backbone of the industry. But anyway, we'll see how it all plays out. Anyway, all that, much ado about nothing, Ciaran, the favorite wins for fun.
Yep. One easy.
So
onward we go.
So here's the thing, right? We'll have to see how much money came into the pick 3 pool. I would imagine a lot. We'll see how the double pool is impacted, because everyone, their brother and their second and third cousin
has that horse. Yes, and we're official now.
And you know what? At the end of the day, Ciaran, 8-5, really good price. Really good price.
8-5, and I'm actually looking. So the exacta paid 53. So we got an 8-5 over what, 25-1.
Let's see. It's a lot dependent on what the place payout is.
Yeah.
I'm just refreshing my page here. So let me look at what it paid. So the old rule of thumb would be you would take the win price, you take 540, you times it by the place price. So $20, that's 100, and you half it.
Yeah.
The exacta should have paid $50. What did it pay?
53. So it actually.
So that's right. I mean,
wasn't bad. There is times it'll pay decent,
It should pay. I mean, no, theoretically, it should pay a little more than the win place math. But in the era of the CRWs,
no, you're happy if you get even around.
If you get close to that, you're thrilled.
Because what we're seeing is you're supposed to get paid $100 and you get paid 40, with long shots.
But be honest, Ciaran, would you have had that exacta? I mean, I wouldn't use the 10 for a penny.
Nope. Yeah. Not a chance.
The only reason the 10 was able to hold on is because I slowed it down to 48. I don't understand.
That was probably the only reason AG was able to hang so long, because he didn't burn himself up.
This is a grade 1 turf race at a mile. You have 2 stretch out sprinters, like horses who their only shot of winning is going to the lead and hoping to hang on, and you get the half in 48 and change. Come on, that's absolutely ridiculous. And of course, Pratt's the only jockey with a brain in his head who's like, this is slow, so I'm going to sit in striking range. And meanwhile, whoever was on the 2 is like, I'm going to stop at the brig. I'm going to get a fish taco. They're going to back up to me. That was Kimura, of course.
Well,
did you see the stats I sent you with Kimura on the turf?
Yeah, horrendous. Although I will say, Diego actually won a turf race earlier today. That's why
yesterday I mushed him right into it.
That's why the pick 5 paid so much today.
You're lucky, because he should have been DQ'd, to be honest. He deserved to come down. I can't believe they didn't take him down.
If he got DQ'd, Frank, I would have made more, because I had the second place horse as well.
Oh, the 7 was a better price? Okay.
Yeah, it was 10-1. So what?
Not the 7, the 5, I think it was.
Whatever it was 10-1.
Yeah.
So I mean, that would have been an even bigger pay. Although I think more people would have had that horse, because when I was talking to Larry D, he's like, "Man, what do you think? The horse should have come down. The 10-1 would have been better." And my response to him was, I think it was better for us for the will pays, because like Frank, many people would not have played Diego on the turf. And I know a lot of people have played that other horse, even though it was a higher price.
Right, but better jock. I don't remember who was on, but anyway, no, it's funny. The second I sent you the Herrera stats on turf, he was like 1 for 47. He's won 2 turf races in the last 2 days. I sent Ciaran stats on Kimura last night. Another guy who's like, it might even be over. These are horrible turf numbers. But today we just saw why. He's no sense of pace. Look at this. Is this Carlos Ortega? I hope Ortega handicaps 400,000 in the late pick 3. Ciaran.
That's pretty big. Actually,
DTL crew. Shout out to the DTL crew, man. Good job.
I'm actually, while you throw our bets up there, I'm actually curious. I'm going to look and see what closing day was last year, just to see.
Okay, let me just say hi to Real Master Chef. Thank you for joining us. It looks like Boba Fett as your avatar, but I can't really quite tell. But anyway, welcome. I'm going to put Ciaran's pick 3 up. So he's got the 9 with the 3-4 with the 8-12, and then he came back again with the 9, which was smart, with the 3-4 with the 12. But that's because he's playing the 12 in the last leg. I am not. And here I have Frank's 9 with 4, boring. But then I'm spready, and I'm not using the favorites. So I'm not looking at a big payout no matter what. But the reason I did this is because I didn't have a super strong opinion to really sink my teeth into.
Actually,
but now we can get serious because we can look at the double probables.
Tell them the real reason. You just wanted to end the meet with your Burger King hat on yet again. Whether you win $1 or lose $20 on the bet, you just want to collect the.
Ciaran,
see, he's speechless. Oh, so Frank,
I feel sorry for you that I lived so
three last year.
In your head.
So the pick 3 last year, Frank, 203,000, almost 100%, like 95% increase.
Yeah,
like a big jump.
LD joins the chat. He was horrible on Balnikov.
Yep.
Zach Kimura?
No, Rispoli, yeah. So he got his money. Larry got his money back, betting on.
Maybe he's just bad for Phil.
I mean, my reasoning for the Phil horse was that horse had won it the last 2 years. And, Phil, when he has horses winning races multiple years in a row, like Gold Phoenix and some of these other Motorious, he's done very well with them repeating the repeaters, if you know what I mean, because they're always target races. That's why I was pretty confident in him as a single. Although at the 16th pole, I was going, damn.
Well, Larry, thanks for joining us. Terry, howdy DTL crew, thanks for joining us. Yes, this is Sunday afternoon service. Yeah, Dan, thanks for rubbing it in. 5 by 1 by 6, and may lose money. That's true, but I also may win money. And I have the option of coming back with the double, which is why I structured it that way. And then again, remember, I am not using the favorite in the last leg. So I'm in with a fighting chance. Brooklyn John, he just tuned in. We love Ricky Gonzalez because his wife's pregnant and because Ciaran golfed with him. No, we did not have his long shot yesterday, and we're still kicking ourselves.
That really annoyed me because we had the horse in the next leg, and I was going to do all in that race, and I don't know why I did not use Ricky. I used, remember, Frank, I used 4 horses.
You used all but 2 horses, yeah, and that was one.
And I don't know how I overlooked Ricky, and it wasn't – he made sense. It wasn't like Ricky's long shot did not make sense, on stats and whatnot. I mean, it made perfect sense.
Yeah, and he rode the horse perfectly.
In retrospect, it was like, how did I not bet that horse? What was I doing? I mean –
no, we talked about it. We talked about it. And we just sometimes you have one of those little brain freezes. There's a lot going on. But no, John, we did not. But always happy when Ricky wins. He's a good guy.
So we're getting $13
when he's on a good horse.
So that the 4 to the 12 in the next race, Frank, is paying $13 right now.
4 to the 12. Yeah, I didn't use the 12. Let's look at that in a second. Just real quick, though. John had $586 exact in race 5. Good for you, man. That is awesome. 5th and 7th races exactas too. And congrats to Ciaran. Thanks for joining us, John. Well done. Let's keep it going today. Scurvy to we were talking about call sign 7. All right, Ciaran, I'm going to put up your double because that's new. You just added that because we were focused on the pick 3. I have not done a double bet yet, but let's look at the probables and figure out what we need to do based on just how big of a favorite the Baffert combo is going to be.
I mean, it's a dominant favorite. Like 4 to 12 is $13, and the next closest horse is the 5 in the next leg, paying $70. And then, if you really want to toss, if you're trying to beat Hope Road in here, you're going to get paid in this next leg. if you really believe this chalk is not good, you could get paid. Because
But who do you use in the next, though?
In the next leg, yes. Because even 4, the lowest pay is 71. Like we're going 4 to 1 is 182, 900, 136.
But that's assuming you like the Baffert in the last leg.
No, I'm saying if you do not like the Baffert in the next leg, but you like the Baffert in this leg, you're still getting paid really good money. Like it's one of the lowest ones. So we're looking at 80 and $71 are the lowest pays if you toss the Baffert in the next race.
Yeah, you know what you could do, Ciaran? Like you could. I wish we had the Amwage or Dutch calculator because they could figure it out for us in a second. But you could put in a number and say $500. That's what you want to take out of the race. And use every horse except the 12 in the last race. They'd be like, okay, you need to play a $7 double 4-1, a $5 double 4-2, and they have it.
Oh, really?
So we could basically play a $5 double 4-1, anything that's paying good, and then $10 doubles to the 3, the 5, and play every horse in that race except for the favorite. And they're all going to pay really, really well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at, they will get whacked a little bit. I mean, I could see like in the next.
But they're not going to get whacked in favor of the long shots.
No,
if anything, the 12 is going to come in.
70 looks like the lowest pay we would get for a $5 double using the 4 here is $72 into the next leg.
Right. So that one you play that one for $10.
Yeah.
Or $20. The other ones you can play for 5.
It's the 5 and the 9 are paying 72 and 81, and the 13 is paying 90. And then everything else is hundreds plus.
Right. So you play those for 20, and everything else you play for 5.
Like how many horses we got in the last race? We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 12 horses in the next race. So if my math is right, and you just did a $5 double, 4 into all, cost you what? $70,
12,
right?
You wouldn't use the 12. But you wouldn't use the 12.
I'm not on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And there's a scratch.
Oh, so 11.
There are 10 horses.
There's 11 horses. So 4 all is $55, and the lowest pay you're getting is 73.
Right, but then you come back and you play the ones that are under 100. You play them a little bit more times. Yeah.
So that's a way to approach this one if you're not a believer of the 12 in the next race.
Correct, and that's why having the probables and having the information is so valuable. Because in my opinion, the 12 in the next leg is being way overbet.
Yeah, like I'm doing it 15 times, and 15 times 14. I'm still going to get 190. It's a Frank payout, but I'll take it. I just want to win the double.
Yeah, he fails to remember that the last time I hit the double on the show, I paid $430. But he can still say what he says. But anyway, so Ciaran, right now, according to the double payoffs and optics, the 12 in the next leg should be 7 to 5, paying $1.42, and then the next lowest would be, and see if this jives with your probables, the 5, Honey's Choice.
Honey's Choice.
One?
Yeah. When I looked at it, so Racelands is saying the 12 is going to be 2 to 1. 5, they're projecting at 9 to 1. Their stats are 33% chance of 12 winning in the next, and they are given almost no chance to anyone else. And I actually started using, we're throwing names out of these people, and we don't even get sponsored or anything from them. I started looking at Equine Edge. Go ahead.
Dan wants to know if anyone is playing against Hope Road. I want to know as well. Can we beat this horse? Is anyone trying to beat this horse?
I do have a backup plan. We talked earlier. Simply Joking is the one I'm trying to beat Hope with. The 3 horse.
3.
And then the reason was, like, if you've got time to look at the last race replay, it was just a horrendous ride.
And now you're getting Pratt.
Yeah. So, if there's someone who can correct a bad ride, it is, Senor Pratt.
And look at this. This horse is taking win money into the teeth of the 1 7 to 2.
Yeah,
I would actually say that's bad value on that horse. But that shows that the horse is getting support in the win pool. What were the will pays to that horse? So the 4 is paying $880, and then the 3 is paying $63. So the fact that the 3's taking that much money in the win pool is very interesting to me. And then let's look at the probables going forward. You might want to do a 3 with all. So the lowest is a 3 to the 12 that's paying $88.
That covers it. You know what I mean? Like I already have the 3 different kinds of ways, but with the other horses I don't have, it makes perfect sense, especially with the pays that we're looking at. And we actually did this scenario a couple of weeks ago, I think, Frank. Remember when we were looking at the wheel pays? We're like, hey, you can fire away, and it worked out great. I mean, it wasn't a big profit, but it was a profit nonetheless, and it was turning the chalky chalk into some money.
So here, Ciaran, can I ask you a favor? Because I do not want to hit this pick 3 and end up losing money. So I would like to look at the probables to all of the horses I have in the last leg, because my double play is going to come back and play those an extra time or two. So what is the 4-1 paying? 4 in this leg to the 1 in the next?
All right, let me get there. Pools, probable. 4 to the 1 is 164.
Okay. 4 to the 4?
154.
4 to the 5?
75.
4 to the 10?
397.
The 11?
111.
And the 13?
87.
Okay, so I should probably play $10 doubles to the 5 and the 13, and then maybe just top up and do $5 doubles to the other ones. So spending a little more money, but giving myself chance. So I'm going to type this out, Ciaran, if you don't mind taking over the reins.
Oh, I was actually going to look on and see if I could do a degenerate bet as well, because let
me do mine first, because I got to put my double play up.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by the pays. Like, if you really want to try and beat this, I mean, vice versa. If you don't believe in Hope Road and you believe in the favorite in the next leg, you could probably spread a little bit with some of these horses with what the pays are, and then vice versa. If you really believe in Hope Road here and you don't like, the other Baffert in the last leg, you could spread a little and get, paid pretty decently, it looks like. Let's see. Win play show. I mean, Kimura, I cannot advertise or suggest anything with that jockey right now, which means he probably could win.
Right? Oh, is that Grandma?
46 to 1. Not a bad price.
All right, I'm almost done here, Ciaran. I think this is good. So just real quick, I'm coming back. I'm playing the longer price horses in the next leg an extra time, and then the shorter ones 2 extra times. So I don't, completely flame out if my pick 3 hits. I am not going to lose money, Dan H. I refuse. And if the favorite wins, the favorite wins. So be it. You wanted to do something else, Ciaran, in addition to what you have here?
Yeah, I was just looking, and I'm wondering if I do. I mean, I already have 3 covered on a double, so I'm thinking I might do 4. Just $5, 4 to all the horses in the next leg. I mean, I think you should. I've got 8 and I've got 12. So I mean, it's only going to be $5 on 9 horses. So I'm still going to come out ahead, and essentially it's a little mild hedge, and I get to cheer and end on a positive note. And we talk about it a lot of times. I got no help from Frank as my therapist this afternoon. He just poured salt in the wounds. Sometimes you just need a little win, even if it's for little money, to turn the positivity around, to help you start.
You're a grown-ass man. You need me to baby you? Are you kidding me?
Well, now I know.
Horse racing. This is not a game for boys in short pants, as I think Leroy Jolly once said a long time ago. But when he's winning, it's okay.
When he's winning, Ciaran sends his tweet out and goes, "Hey, double trouble. We hit a nice double today." When Frank wins, he's like, "It's Franksgiving. I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread."
It is still Franksgiving. I said it's not going to be Franksgiving until as long as I keep winning, it's Franksgiving for everybody. Scurvy Tooth, 413. Okay. Oh, look at this. Grandma, Texas Terry, good luck tonight. Thanks for joining us, Grandma. Again, anybody out there being brave enough to put money against Hope Road? Who are you alive to with your three? Simply joking, Ciaran. In the next, do you have covered?
I've got. I'm alive to 8 and 12.
And actually, and you're topping up too. 3 with 12. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I mean, you want the 3, right? I mean, 3 would be very nice for you. Anyone else taking money here? The 8's taking a little bit of money. 5 to 1.
I mean, some of the horses in the next race that I had looked at and made notes for. Number 5, Honey Choice. We got Rispoli for Phil, and runs second a lot, but this is his guy, and maybe Rispoli's feeling it today and wants to reward Phil for what happened on, the story of that. I won't get into it earlier this week.
Which horse are you talking about here?
In the last leg, Honey's Choice.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm using the 5. Yeah, I'm definitely using the 5. I thought that race 2 back was pretty good. I think last time the horse was probably a little too forward. Might want to be covered up and come from off the pace.
Yep.
I know what you're talking about, and I won't say anything, but, sometimes in the heat of battle, there's a lot of frustrations, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing with horse players, right? There's sometimes where, like, I know I messed up. I don't need you in my ear telling me I messed up. I already know it. Yep. I'm already pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. It happens.
So, Frank,
I'd rather see somebody angry about a mistake they made than being like, oh, well, on to the next. You know what I mean? Like, you want that passion. You want that fire. You want that angriness.
So, Frank, maybe you can type this in. So I'm going to do a saver one here. I'm just going to do 4 into.
The guy hits 1 pick 5, and now I'm his secretary.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it for you, Ciaran. Ciaran, go ahead. What are you doing?
4 into 1 is paying $172. I'm just going to do $5. Yeah, $5 double.
4 to the 1.
Yeah, and 2 is paying $1,000, so I'll do that. So
okay, 4, 1, 2. Go
ahead. 3 is paying $125, so I'll do that.
Okay.
4 is paying $179. I'll do that.
Okay.
5 is paying $70. I'll probably come back and do that one again. You know what I mean? Agreed. To cover up, like you were saying.
Yeah.
7's paying $159. I'll do that one.
All right.
564 for the 8. I'll do that one.
Yep.
The 9's paying $84, so I can come back and throw another 5 on that. Next out. 10's paying $391.
Do that.
11's paying $110. I don't think I need to come back on that one. And the 13's paying $84. So I'll come back and do that one. So I'm going to do 5 on all of those, and then I'm going to come back and do another 5 on the 5.
All right. So 9. That's $40.
Yeah.
Let me add that, and then I'm going to put it up so you can see which ones you need to double up on. You're missing the 5, the 6, but remember you also have these in the pick 3.
Correct.
Some of these in the pick 3. So yeah, I mean. This is a fascinating sequence because this is really about the math, right? It's really not even like who you like.
Yeah, I usually wouldn't do it like this, but the pays are decent enough where, we can spend, we're spending like a $60 hedge, you know what I mean?
Because the 12 is being overbet in the next race, in my opinion.
Yeah, so we're spending
it's now on the drift, though. It's now $16.
So spending a little bit of money, and if it comes in, I'm going to be in the same position. Is the thinking here? And then us doing this exercise, Frank, we might have someone going, yeah, I really hate the 12. I like what they're doing. I'm going to, spend a little bit of money on some of the other horses. All right.
I am perfectly happy with the 12 beating me in the next leg. I mean, I know on paper the horse looks great. You got Flavien Prat. The horse is coming out of stakes races.
Well, now, question to the room. Does anyone have a horse they really like in this leg other than the 3 and the 4? And
yeah, that's what Dan was saying too. Anyone brave enough to take?
And then we could see what will pays are with them into some of the other ones.
So here was Dan. Dan played the 9 in the first, which we all had, single to the 4 here, and then 5, 9, 12. And then he's going to come back and play a 4, 13 double. So is the 5, 9, 12 covered by us as well? Do we all have, or at least one of us have that?
Yes, we all have that. Yes.
Okay. I do not have the 9 and the 12 in the next leg. But that's okay. If you do, that's fine. I want if I don't win, I want you guys to win.
I don't have it on my I don't have it on my pick 3, but on that backup double I did, I have it $10. So I mean, I've got it covered.
Okay, so not on your original pick 3 or your original double, but on this one. No, I don't have the 9.
$5 double.
Were you going to do it an extra time with the 9? Maybe it was too short.
Yeah, I was going to do it. An extra time with
All right, let's
5.
do that.
The 5, 9, and the 13 are going to be $10.
$10 double. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm glad we. Thanks, Dan. So 4 with 5, 9, 13.
Yeah, for $10, and then because the probables on that are paying $70 to $80, so twice. It'll be like
you gotta do what the math tells you to do. Let me just make sure I have this right, Ciaran. So $10 double, 4 with 5, 9, 13.
And so I mean, if you guys are looking at this,
taking money in the next leg, huh?
Yeah, we're kind of hedging a little, and if the chalk comes in, I got it on the pick 3. But if my chalk goes down in flames, I've got a little bit of coverage to save the day.
I think this is a good sequence to do this in because, at least for me, because I don't like the 12.
And plus people who I mean, that's why we keep telling. I mean, the amount of people we talk to who still don't get why the double is probably the best bet there is in racing, because we can see what all the smart money's doing. You know what I mean?
It's one of the only pools we have good information.
Like the CAWs can't shut this down like they have the trifecta.
But Ciaran, here's the thing. I want to talk to you real quick because they're at the gate. You and a couple of other people mentioned the 9. This is a Bob Baffert trying turf for the first time. I wouldn't touch this horse with a 10-foot pole, and yet the horse is taking money in the double as well. So I that's interesting to me. I mean, I could be totally wrong here. The dirt numbers are good, and Justify is fine on turf, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, my notes for the 9 were JJ for Baffert, up in class with a lot of bullet works, like legit, sharp works. Horse burns up the mornings and then flops during the day. But then flops during the day, but my notes were the price is right.
but it's not right. The horse is being bet actually. That's why you had to come back and play it an extra time.
Well, I meant the price was right with the long shot criteria of the last race. That's what I meant. The price was right. I mean, the horse is trying turf today with no turf pedigree. I mean, this is Baffert just seeing what sticks against the wall.
I mean, I'm with you. I don't. Colonel John, I wouldn't touch on the bottom side with turf, but Justifies are excellent on turf actually. But to me, this is always an experimental move. When Baffert 3 dirt starts and now just going to turf, I can't have it. The horse wins, whatever. Racing Downwind, thanks for joining us. It's my Hong Kong buddy. As I said last weekend with you guys, cannot bet on a horse that's going to be even money or less coming from dead last. Yeah, with you. That invites nothing but trouble. Canadian friend, Cat ate my form. Fellas, welcome. Hope for no hope. Who do you like? Are you trying to beat Hope Road here? Because if you are, you're one of the few. All right, they're at the gate. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to mute myself so I can listen to this and not find it distracting.
Wow. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
made it look easy.
That's how a 2-5 should win. So, but I mean, really, let's face it. I won't take too much stock out of this race. A bunch of these horses were turf horses. Not the strongest running in the Bayakoa, but not going to say. I mean, Hope Road did what she was supposed to do. She did what she had to do. Good for her. Congratulations.
The three hung around, but was not going to be any sort of match.
No. But I mean, Ciaran, that was good for you to even call out that horse. No shame there. That horse could easily, continue to improve under McCarthy, but clearly the horse who was best on paper was best in reality.
Yep.
And we'll see. I mean, that's why we looked at the board, because if that had happened that we just saw, we wanted to make sure that we were going to extract as much value out of that as possible if the 12 loses. So I'm not even alive for the 12. If you guys hit with the 12, good for you.
Were you able to see what the pool total was, Frank? I didn't get a chance to look.
Let me see.
For the double. But I will say, with Aqueduct getting canceled and that
243.
How much?
243.
That's not bad. So last year, Frank, exact same as last year. But
Ciaran, that's because we said the pick 3 pool was way higher because there was a free square in the first leg.
They didn't have to. But I mean,
no one had to play this double if they didn't want.
They had a free spot.
Was alive.
Yep, everybody
was alive.
Everyone essentially had chalk.
Yeah. No, we said this. We absolutely said this.
Well, no, that's healthy that it was the same as last year's, is what I'm saying. The same number would.
Yes. The fact that the overwhelming favorite won the first leg of the pick 3 and the double pool was still strong when it didn't have to be because everyone's already alive, shows you the popularity and the importance of this bet. All right, it's already official, so we can start looking. This is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, let's see where everything was hidden.
I know, right? If only we had this information 2 races ago.
Yeah, when they had it 2 races ago. I mean, that is still ridiculous. Like, if a track wanted to just let the CAWs run wild, how about letting us see all the pools? You know what I mean? Let us see the money going in, because these guys get that info.
At least allow us to have the same info. We don't have the same technology to move as fast as them, but at least give us access to the same info. Correct.
And then you guys, I mean, the CAWs are not going away. We have to find a way to live with them. And that I think a great medium that no one is talking about is let us see these pools. And like, well, how can you see the pools? Once a pick 4 or pick 3, pick 5 sequence goes off, the money's in that bucket. It doesn't matter what the odds are of the horses.
Correct.
We know immediately what the pays are. It's just the math. They know what the pays are already.
The computer can run the algorithm. If it comes 1, 6, 8, 9, 12, this is what it's going to pay. They know every permutation. They know what every combo is paying.
So the smart tracks should be thinking about this and going, you know what? We're not getting rid of the CAWs, but we're going to give you the information and not doing what they're doing and hiding.
What we could do is we could look. Let's say you have a pick 5, and after the 3rd leg of the pick 5, you're alive to the 3 and the 4, and then the 1. You could look and see what your combos are paying, and you could go, wow, this is a lot less than I thought. I need to come back and play doubles with my 2.
Which is what the robots are doing and what they're able to do, because they see that's I think what no one is talking about. That's the egregious part of the CAWs. They see everything we don't. We're playing poker with our cards on our head looking out, and they're like, oh, I see what you got. Okay.
Exactly. They could give me the millisecond technology. It's wasted on me. I'm not going to put 5,000 bets in the last second. I'm just not. But I am going to be able to bet more efficiently if I know that my combo is overbet, or my combo's ice cold, or this combo is being bet more than I expected. I might come back and play, oh, well, I'm going to start a pick 3 with this horse who I didn't have that the robots had. You know what I mean? Like, the game
that's how you level. That's how they level the playing field without cutting off the juice for their guys. And if them giving us the information that the CAWs have is going to cut off CAWs, then they should be cut off anyway, because that tells you really how crooked they are when they won't let us do what they're doing.
That Ciaran, you hit the nail on that. That is probably the biggest point, and it's the point that no one is talking about. It's the information that they have at their fingertips. It's not the money that gets flooded late, whatever. The reason the money gets flooded late is because they're able to see all the combos and then manipulate the market based on the action they already have. We don't have that info.
And the market and the program scours it and it goes, okay, well, if we don't win anything, we're down 10K today. But if we flood this thing here, we're going to break even for the day, and then we're going to get a rebate juice on top of that. So just give us the information they have. I mean, the reason that started this whole chat was this is what we see with the doubles. That's why we're able to do what we're doing on the doubles. So
and also, Ciaran, that's also why sometimes we're a little surprised that a certain horse isn't getting bet stronger than expected based on what we see in the will pays. Yep. That's because the CRWs already knew what that combo was paying 4 races ago, and they've been playing everything since then to cover, where they need to make up shortfalls in their balance sheet.
Well, let's look at our will pays here, Frank. So what are you alive to? You're alive to what numbers? So I can read out your.
Okay, so in the pick 3, and I just have it one time, and I know they're probably terrible.
No, they're actually. If you beat the 12, the 1 is paying 435.
4
is paying 303.
5
130.
10
903.
11
178.
13
120.
And then I came back and topped up in doubles. So $5 double to the 1 4 10 11. So one
doubles paying 168.
This is great. 4
114.
10
388.
11
90.
Okay, and then I came back with $10 doubles to the 5 and the 13.
5 is paying 60, so you'll have that twice. Yeah. And 13 is paying 65. So that, looking at this now, 9 even dropped to all of these.
I don't have the 9 though. I don't have the 9 or the 12.
The 9 dropped to $54. 9's actually second favorite on the double.
Well, yeah, so I'm fine with this. I think I played it perfectly. I don't like the 9. I don't like the 12. I'm going to make money, even if it, even if the lower end of the spectrum.
Yeah, my pick 3.
Yeah, let's look at you here.
So my pick 3 into the 8 is paying $1,000. I'll take that. Into the 12, it's paying 34, but I have it won 5 times. I'll take it, 170. That's not horrible, but that's about what I thought.
But you topped up on those.
And then I have,
your 8 is paying great. What was your 8 again?
8 is paying $1,000.
That's phenomenal. And you have that twice, looks like.
I've got the
9 with 4 with 8, and then that's
it.
There.
I got it.
With 4, okay.
Yeah.
And here's your double. 412.
Yeah, 412. I have it 15 times 15, so about what it was. 175-ish, and then
what's that pick 3 coming back?
The pick 3 is coming. Pick 3 is coming back $34.
And you only have it once with the? No, you have it a couple of times.
No, I have it like
4 times.
5 times.
Okay, so what is that one?
34. So it'll be like 170. I mean, they're all. The favorite comes in, and I squeeze out
like $300.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the doubles. I mean, I've got similar doubles to you. Like when I did that, I just did a $5 double. I had 1 is paying 168, 2 is paying 826, 3 112, 4 113.
Yeah.
5 is I got the same as you, $10, so that's 120.
Right. Yeah, we topped up on the lower ends. I think we have all the same horses except you have the 8 and the 9, and I don't.
Yes.
Right? Do I have the 13? I do.
You'd have it
twice.
Have
all the ones that I have. Do you have the 1? Yeah, because you played it all. Yeah.
I have all your. I essentially have all. Yes.
Correct.
on the backup ticket, which was worth doing because, as we said, the pays are actually rather decent, and I had the other one covered in 2 bets. So,
well, it's good for you because if the 12 wins, no harm, no foul.
Yep.
With all your side bets, you're still gonna make a little bit of money. I'm gonna lose all my bets if the 12 wins, but now you're also up to bat for maybe $1,000.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not horrible. I got a chance like I had the last couple of weeks where I kept having second-itis and everything, or jockeys. You know what started it all, Frank? Actually, it's funny you brought it up when we were texting with the Breeders' Cup. It all went downhill when JJ fell off that horse that was going to pay that monster double for me. Is when the streak began.
That was the start of it. It really was, because you had hit a couple of early doubles that day.
Yep, and then that was the start of it. I mean, it happens. I mean, we talked about it during the summer. I think I wish we had done a clip of it where when I hit it and I was like Ciaran hits it again, and I was like, yeah, Ciaran's on a heater, and I remember saying on the video, I was like, yeah, but when it goes the other way, it goes the other way, and it's coming. I mean, you go from one extreme to the other. As we've done this for years, we know it. You just got to expect it. Some of them are longer than others.
If you're a pick 4, pick 5 player, like those streaks are awful. They're so brutal because you're just crushing your bankroll.
Yep.
That's also another reason why the late double and the pick 3 are better bets, because you're going to hit them a lot more than you are a pick 4 or a pick 5.
Yeah, so, even if you're just hitting at 50, 75, $100 at a time.
Correct.
It's better than when you're doing the pick 5s, losing 100 multiple days in a row. It adds up.
Ciaran, we talked about that over the summer, and that was one of your it wasn't something that I actually had as part of my strategy, bankroll preservation. Like,
I mean,
take what they give you.
All those small wins during the summer meet made up for this, I couldn't hit the side of a barn with a shotgun last 2 weeks.
No, that's my point. It's like that bankroll preservation where you have a couple of combos that are going to pay $300 to $600, and then you have that one combo. If it chalks out, you're going to get your money back, or maybe win $5, $10, whatever. But you're not losing.
Yep.
And if you're not losing, your bankroll is not depleted, and you have money to play another day.
Yeah, if you have no money,
that's something that I think a lot of us learned from you over the summer. That, and I made fun of you playing those combos. If I want to hit it, I'm going to hit it, blah, blah, blah. But you're like, well, Frank, I bet 100 and I lost 10. You bet 100 and lost 100. I don't care if you were up to bat for a $5,000 score. You lost. So it's just, very, very interesting. Racing Downwind says the 1 is taking all the early money at 6-1. Yeah, I thought the 1 was sneaky. I really thought the 1 was sneaky in here. Tough to win first asking, going 2 turns. Just an educational run. Was rank. Inside was box. Really bad trip. Blinkers on. I think Johnny V's just going to send and hope for the best from the inside post.
Yeah.
Very, very sneaky there. Anyone else have horses that we want to talk about here?
And I mean, he meets that would totally end off the meet, because if the 1 wins, there'll be like 9,000 people in the winner's circle. It's my race.
It's my race horse. That also might be why the horse is taking win money. Actually.
Yeah, that's actually probably why it is taking money.
Yeah, can you look and see? Did the horse also take money in the pick 5?
Oh, let's
or is it just my race horse win money?
Oh, that would be that will tell us if it's actually
Yeah, if it's real or not.
Everyone having a party.
No, it's not real.
No. The 12 took all the 12's paying $816 in the pick 5, which is actually the pays were pretty healthy today, with some chalks and not gigantic prices. The next lowest on the pick 5 is
looks like the 9.
Yeah, 9 with 2,500, then the 5 at 26, and then
it starts 5 and 13.
Yeah. And the pick
the 5, 9, and 13 are all about the same.
Man, the pick 6.
I'm shocked at all the money the 9's taking. Shocked.
I'm shocked. You know what the pick 6 is paying, Frank? To the 12? $7,600. That can't be. That's very bizarre. The pick 6 is paying $7,600 to the 12. The 8, it's paying $43. The 7, it's paying $2,600. Am I missing something? The 1's paying $3,000, or is that 5 out of?
No,
there has to be a Mando. So it
right.
looks like
so the 1, the 2, the 7, the 8, and the 11 are paying 5 of 6.
Okay.
So we can't use that pool. That pool's Those numbers are janky because of the 5 of 6.
Yep.
How about, let's see, in the pick 4.
Pick 4, the horse took no money. It's $1,100. It's up there.
Yeah, so that win money is my racehorse fake money. I still think the horse is sneaky, though. How about Dan H? Bizarre money to the 12 in here. By bizarre, how do you mean? Let's see.
The amount?
Do we have the 12? Yeah, you're talking about the win? Less money than you're expecting? More money, 6 to 5 right now on the board. Yeah, Dan, let us know what you mean there. We're a little confused on that one. Yeah, thank you, my racehorse. Bankroll preservation takes discipline. Yeah, it certainly does. It was that race 6, the 7 paid much more than 12 to 1. Okay, we were talking about that earlier.
Okay.
Brooklyn John, do you think if FanDuel is only covering one track, they should show exact payoffs on the screen? There's a zillion things that FanDuel should be doing, so I don't even want to get into this conversation. The racetrack coverage here in the United States is awful. Watch Hong Kong, watch the coverage of Shatin, and you'll be like, wow, I don't even have to bet on this. I just want to watch it. It's the coverage is so good. I think the way we cover races here in America is all janky and screwy, and we have a lot to learn from what they do overseas. But yeah, I mean, FanDuel should be showing everything that we show: probables, exacta probables, will pays, everything.
They should be the ones. They should be the ones championing for us with the CAWs, because it does. Their business model is us average schmoes. The CAWs ain't going through them. They should be out there leading the charge about giving us more access to information.
Information, right? And they don't show any gambling information, really.
John, if you have any beneficial to their business model. It helps their business model. I mean, it's the average guys using those sites.
John, I'm more than happy to look up exacta probables if you want that information. Racing down win. $25 pick 3. Okay, to the 1. Yeah, that's going to pay nice. Are you only alive to the 1, RDW? Let us know if you have anybody else cooking here. But, I mean, let's go 1. I have the 1 as well. That would be nice. Dan H, 12 horse field here. Baffert on the grass, 6 to 5. Oh, he's saying the horse is over bet. Yeah, I would agree with you 100%. But it jibes with it. You know, it totally jibes with the way the horse was bet in the multis. Right? I mean, the horse was bet.
I mean, from the jump, this horse was the favorite by the big money, like all the way through every sequence. They hammered it.
Yeah, the only thing I will say is that if you're looking at the double odds compared to the win pool odds, Plutarch is overbet at even money because the horse is actually playing 8 to 5 in the double. So based on that, you were better off playing the double to the 12, getting 8 to 5 instead of getting even money in the tote. We'll see if that changes. Gosh, no one else is. I mean, the 7 is the only other horse who's really taking money, but it's fake money. It's my racehorse money, so we can't even use that as a barometer.
You mean the number 1? Yeah, it's it's dropped from 20 to 1 to 7 to 1. I mean, last race of the day. You know, those guys are all on track. You know, they want to be with the tickets. I mean, I've been there. I know it. I do it.
Right, but in the double, that horse is paying 23 to 1. So those are fake. That's fake money.
Yeah.
The 9 is good because the 9 is 9 to 1 on the board and is paying 8 to 1 in the double. So there's some money there. I'm just trying to look for any discrepancies. Rio Grande, same thing, 8 to 1 on the board, 8 to 1 in the double. That money's legit. Army Man, the 11, 10 to 1 on the win and 12 to 1 in the double. So that's about right. And then Medici, 10 to 1 on the tote, 9 to 1 in the double. So, you know, that horse that money's legit as well.
My biggie, 32 to 1.
And 52 to 1 in the double. So the computers do not like that horse for what it's worth. But you know, they were wrong. They were wrong 2 days in a row on some of these wagers.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean,
you know, it does happen.
And we had so much other money come in because of the carryover today that they've not, you know, it's probably we might have caused them a loss here today, perhaps. Which means they'll probably be eating the try and exacta pools alive here.
yeah, they'll scoop it all. You're absolutely right. And then they're going to make money on their 13% rebate. Charlie Steinbrenner, 5, 12, 11, 13 super box, 5 to win place, 5, 12, 11, and then a 5, 12, 11, 13 try box. Okay, good luck, everyone. So it looks like the 5 is your top pick. And who was that again? Honey's Choice, the D'Amato. All right, I'm going to roll through these comments. They never talk about the CAWs. No, of course they don't.
It's like everyone's afraid to talk, but it's not like they're going to get stopped. You know what I mean? Us average guys.
That's what it is. The genie's out of the bottle now. Like it's
only
going to get worse for the CAWs the more the information comes out.
Yep. And when they start doing discovery on that lawsuit, and people think they won't. No, if you do some research, they picked a really good law firm to get that ball rolling. I mean, when the discovery starts coming out of that, I think there's going to be a lot of shocked headlines like, wow, we always knew this was how it was.
It's going to be way worse than we ever imagined, Ciaran.
Yep.
Way worse.
I mean, we see it. We see it with our everyday gambling. We're like, that is not possible. How is that?
And like you said, it's the information that they have available that we don't, which is probably the biggest thing that nobody talks about.
It's information. Let them swim. I don't care. I'll play against CAWs, but I want to see all the pooling. I want to see the information. I want to see what the will when the pick 5 starts, race 2. I want to see what all the will pays out going forward.
You should be able to type in any pick 5 combo and see what that's paying.
And people are going to go, like some of our viewers are going to go, well, how is that possible? Because the odds are going to change when the race goes.
No,
we're a pari-mutuel. We're a system where there's one big bucket, and we all throw our money into that one bucket for that one bet. And after the first leg, no more money gets added, and they know what the allocation is on every combination.
You can look up any combo and know what it's paying. Any combo and know what it's paying. And in fact, they actually have that information before the pool is locked because they can see none of the retail players have this combo. We're going to play this combo because no one else has it. That's why we see them scooping pools.
And then
that's why sometimes they're the only ticket.
And then they'll play.
Nobody else has it.
And they might play $5,000, to cover that sequence that the retail doesn't have, and then they'll put a little bit more money on their other horses, so that covers the 5K. That's why you see more times than not. Like you said, they scoop the pool.
First Pro projects 4 to 5 on the 12. Yeah, I think we all agree that horse is way over bet. RDW double play, $25 had the 4 to the 1359. Excellent. There is value if you get the 12 out of the exacta. Yeah, I mean, we might want to think about that because, like you said, the CRW is going to be all over that 12 combo.
Well, my 8 is dead, so I'm going to be cheering for the 12 because jockey change. I didn't see that earlier. AA's not riding my biggie. We got Lescanzo.
Where was that? The 8. So no Ayuso, it's Lescano?
Yeah, so that one's dead.
Hey, I mean, Lescano's hungry, right? He doesn't get a lot of mounts. He's not terrible.
No,
I think Ayuso's better on the turf, but
that's what I thought too. So that's why I was like, yeah.
But why did that happen? Did Ayuso just not?
Not sure.
Because none of the AEs got in.
No.
That's weird. Who scratched? The 6 scratched. Yeah, I don't know. That's strange. Ayuso was like, I'm going to start my vacation early.
I mean, he rides for O'Neill, so it's not like that was his first time riding. So hopefully he's okay, or maybe his hands are sore. You never know.
The 13 is ice cold. Yeah, I mean, based on the morning line, yes. But if you look at the double, the way the horse was bet in the double,
he was up. He was third choice, like almost tied. The 5,
9 to 1 in the double, and 10. Yeah, 9 to 1 in the double pay and 10 to 1 on the board. So that's about right. It might appear cold because of the short morning line, but don't forget we're dealing with a horse who's being way over bet, and that's the 12 Plutarch at even money. My God.
Yeah, like
they
how
are
much
heavily leveraged on the freaking 12 here.
There's some big money coming in, but again, it's one of those. We got 65K so far to win, Frank. 20K on the place, like a third of the money. So it's, how I said, if that was 67 and they felt comfortable, I'd rather see the place money a lot less. than this
Right,
hedging.
that ratio thing you talked about, right? The 8.
Yep.
Can you explain that again to the audience?
It was just when we went to the OTB with my dad, one of the old farts, who've been doing it for years, the paper and pencil handicapper old guy. And he was like, he only believed favorites when the win money was 8 times the place money, on sure favorites. I mean, that's many moons before the CAWs come in, but it's always something I like to see. Like, if you're sure your horse is going to win, you're probably just going to bet it on the nose versus hedging a little. So that was the reasoning behind it. It's not as accurate as it has been over the years, simply because, we got the robots swimming around and jacking everything up. But that's just something I like to look at.
How about this, Scurvy Tooth? Always, thank you, because we always forget.
Oh, we always forget. My gosh, we're horrible.
Scurvy Tooth, MVP of every show. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. We are our own worst marketers. But
we just got to figure out how YouTube and Twitter work when they're showing views and all that. You know what I mean? I still. How
about this, Ciaran? Tony hits it on the head. They don't want us to have the same information as the CAW because they'll lose their edge. Of course, yes. But in a court of law, is that fair? I guess we'll find out. Dan H, don't understand the money on the 1. Yeah, it's my racehorse, Dan. My racehorse money.
Last race of the day, my racehorse people. If that horse wins, there'll be 4,000 people in the winner's circle.
And then Dan says he likes the 5 a good bit. Yeah, I like the way this horse finished up 2 back. Last time, not so much, but I don't think this horse likes to be forwardly placed like that. So I'm willing to forgive that race. I could see Ripley finding the rail, getting covered up, and then making that one big run. Hey, Chris, thank you for joining us. I know it's been a minute. You've been busy with the NFL, I bet, and high school football, trying to get something here on the 9 Rio Grande. Yeah, good luck. I'm surprised that horse is taking as much money as he is.
It's the other Baffert, and, the only knock on that other Baffert to me is this is the 4th race, 4th jockey for Baffert. First time they had Van Dyke on during the summer. That said everything there. Then KK was on, which meant it was dead in the water. Barrios tried his hand last time because JJ was on the other Baffert, and there's another, JJ's on now just because who else is going to ride it now, I think is what it,
I did not come up with the 9 at all. I do not like the move to the turf for a horse that costs $750.
And it wasn't like,
all right, they're at the gate.
It wasn't like the 12 was a JJ horse and Pratt came in to take the ride from him. Pratt rode him the last time. So
let's get one of our prices home in here. 4 to 5 on a Baffert turf horse from the 12 hole. If there's one guy who can get it done, it's Pratt. We know that.
Yep.
Up, they're off. Good luck, everyone.
And it has been chalk central here at Del Mar.
But not the last 2 days.
That is true. We have a new champion.
Well, the computers were right.
Oh, the monkey's off my back, though, finally. Oy, oy, oy.
We'll have to tally up all your numbers and see how much money you lost in victory.
I actually was threatening that yesterday. I already have that separate account, so I know the number.
What is this paying again? Minus $14?
I'm making a profit. I don't know what you're talking. I bet it correctly.
Okay, well,
I mean, $300. It's nothing, but I mean, like I was talking earlier, for me, I eked out a profit, and it's a confidence boost ending out, after sucking worse than Glatt and KK, in a turf race lately. I finally, got some wins.
We might have to do the math here. I'm not sure. It's like, how much did your total wagers? How much were your total wagers there, Ciaran?
But probably a 200.
I'm gonna make him prove it here, guys.
Probably 200-ish.
Well, we can do the math right here. 36 plus 36, 72 plus 24 is what, 96?
Yep.
96 plus 75. I'll let you do the math there.
171.
Okay, plus 10, 181. Plus 40,
221.
Plus 30,
251. I still come out with a profit.
Well, let's figure out exactly what it pays. Wait for it to be official.
You see how we do this when we do the math on Frank's, we're like, wait a minute. Frank's claiming putting the Burger King hat on, and he actually lost $5.
My doubles pay $500.
Hey,
and again,
it's a mental game too. You gotta feel. You gotta get your mojo back.
Yeah, I know. You got your mojo right in time for Los Al. Great.
Hey, there we go.
That doesn't help anybody.
Hey, we got to figure out. No one's hit us up. Like, what's our next track? Like, what low takeout place? Otherwise, we're going to be probably doing. I mean, one of our thoughts was we would do the $1 late pick four at Los Al, but we just talk about the first two legs.
Early pick four. Pick four.
Oh, early pick four, and just talk about the first two legs, and then. But we'll play it by ear.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the schedule looks like. Dan H. Yes, they knew. The money just didn't stop coming in on that horse. Horse was bet everywhere. The Irish Mafia, the Magnier and Tabors, that horse was never going to lose today. Wow.
But I know we're definitely going to be doing shows on Friday and Sunday, right, Frank? It's just a matter of what track we land on, just so we can, keep going. Correct?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe
even during the week if we see a good low takeout. If someone mentions one of these, we don't care which track it is. If they do
we might be doing takeout that doesn't, I don't know.
that doesn't take us multiple hours. You know what I mean? The ideal is a double or a pick three, right, Frank? We don't want to be talking for a gazillion hours.
Yeah, we need to see more tracks step up and embrace what we're doing, because what we're doing is building a community of players, like-minded players who are the backbone of the sport, who are smart enough to know when their money is in good. So we need to see. I'm really surprised that Gulfstream Park is not doing a $3 pick three.
I mean, they're doing that.
It's a strong feature track. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Like the all-turf pick three looked really interesting to me, but then I was like, it's race 2, race 7, race 9. I mean, we can't talk for 12 hours,
You can.
Well, I can.
You're a gob. Boop, bleep.
I have the music for when Frank, goes on one of his.
You talk me off the Oscar music?
Yeah, this is what
I'd like to thank the Academy. Love of my life, Terry Marconi, my family, my friends, my agent.
And then we have to go. Get him off stage. All right, so we're official here. Let's see what the final pay was.
Paul Victory, good job. Played a short ticket, 9, 4, 8, 12. Oh, nice. 33 times. Look at you, Paul Victory.
There you go.
Good job.
$15 for the double.
Fave confidence builder for Ciaran. He needed one,
Yep.
Frank. I let him have it.
That's all it takes.
Dan. I made him look good all summer long, and then I got serious, and I turned him into a pumpkin. I'll let him have his small victory today.
It was the pick 5 earlier. That 4,000 a few times was the confidence builder right there.
So he says, ladies and gentlemen. So he says. He was supposed to do a video, but he didn't.
Because Frank couldn't be bothered to get out of bed. The vampire he is.
I told you I wasn't going to do. I'm not doing the pick 5. I wasn't going to do it. Let's see. How about this? This common player loves Turfway. You can do the math while I roll through the comments. Yeah, I know. I mean, the Turfway races look so competitive. Turfway. Dan, if they have any promos or special wagers that we could do a show on, I'd be up for that.
I mean, Turfway, I've played it because it's on a lot of contests, and my thing about Turfway is it hits with a lot of long shots, but I found when I bet that track, they're long shots I would land on. You know, like not like some of these tracks are like,
I think it's different. I think the Turfway long shots are like impossible, but that makes it good.
I've hit some very logical prices there over the years, but some of the other tracks I'll look at it, I'm like, yeah, I'm not betting an 0 for 90 trainer with an 0 for 90 horse, you know, like you see at some of these tracks, win by 20 lengths kind of thing.
Yeah, Dan, keep us posted. It's also, I think they start late, right? They have night racing, so that's even better for me. Definitely let us know, even if it's a sequence or there's a carryover or something. Because look at this. Brooklyn John loves Turfway too. A lot of votes for Turfway here. Yeah, see, Turfway long shots are impossible. Okay, well, this makes sense.
Yeah,
because every time I watch Turfway and I see a long shot, I would never have that horse.
No, I will tell you when I've played it, Frank, at some of the NHC contests when I played in them, Turfway was what did it for me. Like and Tampa, sometimes Tampa, but I do not mind Turfway if they've got
Tampa has the worst long shots ever. I mean, Tampa just crushes me.
Like if they have some sort of low takeout bet we could chomp on,
or a carryover. We would do a carryover because that's almost like a low takeout, right?
Yeah.
We'll think about that, or if there's a big day or something, or if they're doing anything remotely player friendly, let us know. So thanks for that, Dan. Terry giving Paul victory. Congrats on his victory. Yeah, see, Shatin. I'd love to do Shatin, but, the CAWs are all over Hong Kong. So that's really tough as well. But the difference there, Ciaran, is that the pools are ridiculous. I mean, they get $20 million in their pool. It's like
they're like a Breeders' Cup contest. The needle doesn't move as much. I mean, I read something where those guys do more handle on like a Friday night than some tracks do the whole year.
No, I look at it every time they're running because I'm still up working. Every horses, it's 12-horse field. If you get 3-1 on the favorite, like you're lucky. I mean, you don't see these like 1 to 2 shots. I mean, maybe you do, but on the whole, the racing there is just so good. Here's another one, Ciaran. Cat ate my form. Turfway. I didn't realize Turfway was so popular.
All right.
Thank you for the sweet Padres tweet. You can have it now that you're champion.
$395 total, Frank.
Okay, good for you. Congratulations.
40% return, but I mean it's
now you can sleep tonight, right?
It was getting bad. I was gonna order a Glatt Halloween mask and wear it on the next show if I couldn't connect here today.
Ciaran's gonna sleep well tonight. He's gonna wake up tomorrow. I finally beat Frank. I chalked it out. Sometimes you just got to chalk it out, get your confidence back. So yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Let's see here. One more. Pop-up shows for Turfway on carryover nights. Fine. Okay. Yeah, that's what we were thinking for Low Sal, right, Ciaran? Maybe do the first 2 races, take a break, and if we're alive, come back and do the nightcap, something like that. That could be cool. That could absolutely be cool.
We're open to do. We're going to do our usual 2 shows a week. It's just a matter of where we do them. I mean, we'll like to stay with Friday and Sunday, but if there's a Wednesday or a Thursday,
Danny, they have carryovers every third night. So yeah, let's look at that. And then Tony, I don't know if anyone else can confirm this, but Tony thinks they might have a 15% pick 4.
Actually, let me look. Let me see.
$1. Then I'm interested.
Turfway Park takeouts.
Hopefully I know. I was going to say, Dan, I know Nick plays it and likes it a lot. So
I just asked my Google Gemini, and it says win place show 17.5, pick 4 14, pick 5 15. They've got that single pick 6 jackpot 15%, and then exact to try super daily double pick 3 22%. So it looks like the pick 4 and pick 5 are where the low takes are. Just on a quick look.
What's the pick for?
It said 14%.
Early, late, middle?
It doesn't tell me. I just had AI look for it. So
wow, I mean, if they have a 14% pick 4, I would definitely be interested in that for sure. All right. Well, anyway, you guys know where to reach us. You can always send me a direct message at Scatoni Sure Shot on X, or to Ciaran at California Pick 4. My
or
email
just hit
is
us up on Twitter. I mean, it's easy.
Yeah.
Just reply. Say, we're not so popular that we don't see and reply to our to people hitting us up on X.
It might take Ciaran a while to get back to you because he's got to flood through all his hate mail first.
That is true. I do have a lot of that. Yeah.
Or if you want to just email me.
Yeah, a lot of people said they were blinded by my show, my hairy chest that I showed on the Delta Down show when you threw the beads at me.
Yeah, please don't ever do that again. That was very and do not eat that abomination that you called pizza.
I'm about to have it now for celebration dinner.
Well, Ciaran, as much crap as I've been able to give you the last couple of weeks, and believe me, I've taken so much pleasure doing it.
I know, I can tell. Are we going to see you cut up the Burger King hat? Or is that your only hat? Is that your only hat there?
I'm not going to cut it. I would never cut it up. I am going to bequeath it to you. You did very well today. I thought you played well.
I didn't stop by on the way yesterday. I was going to wear a hat for tonight's show. I was going to wear the In-N-Out hat, the Better Burger.
But anyway, you did good today. You made some money, even though it completely chalked out. You bet it correctly. You maximized your opinions.
Yeah, we hedged where we would have
fill up to bat for like one of your combos is paying 1,000. So,
and I mean, hopefully the guys saw what we were doing there, where we were doing the little bit of hedge that, we beat this 12 in the last leg. We would have made some good money.
Right, and yet you still managed to make money
with the hedge.
You think about it: 6-5, 2-5, even money, and you end up making $150, right? When all's said and done, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, what's your chat GDP say that would have paid like straight up money on those pays?
Yeah, you want to do the three? Let's do the $3.
I'm always curious. Yeah, I'm always curious. We can just see. I mean, we've got we had race 7.
Wait, hold on. Let me get there first. I'll do a $3 win parlay. Okay, calculate $3 win parlay with horses. That paid okay.
540.
That's pretty good. Yep.
That was good in the first leg, yeah. With 280.
Okay.
With $4.
Yeah, even money. Let's see. So actually, it paid less. It paid $22.68. What did the pick 3 pay?
$34.20.
Okay, so it paid way better. Way better.
More. It paid 50% more than it should have.
Right, way better, and that's with the favorite. All 3 heavily bet favorites, so that's great value, and that's because of the 15%.
Yeah, and I mean, and if we look at the double, so the double, what would the double have paid doing 280?
Okay. Hold on. Calculate a $5 win parlay with horses that paid $540. No,
280 with $4.
280 and $4. 14 and it paid 15, right?
Yeah, 10% more, but still,
Right.
that's how you get a little bit more value out of chalks, especially when you like them. You'll get a few percentage. Sometimes you'll get more, but that's the beauty of these bets.
We're looking at the exacta pays, right? And everyone pays less than it should pay based on the win place pool.
Yeah.
These doubles and pick threes are paying more than the win parlay, as they should. But in the era of 50-cent denominations and 23% takeout, a lot of times they don't. So this is another reason why this is a tremendous, tremendous advantage for guys like us. Cat 8, my form, is saying Turfway Wednesday night, opening night. Okay, we'll look at that.
At least on their time, it's early for us. It's not like we're up at midnight. So Turfway opening, I mean, the late double might be what, 4 or 5 o'clock our time?
I don't know. The later the better for me. I mean, if you thought I was good during the fall, wait till you see me at night at Turfway. I mean, that's when my brain is just starting to operate. Oh, I'm looking forward to this, actually. Turfway, Wednesday. Let's see. The PPs are already out. So race 1 is 5:55 p.m. Eastern. So that's what, 2:55. And then the last race goes off at 9:55 Eastern. So 6:55 for us. That's great. You can play it and then go to bed.
Yeah, that's usually when I do go to bed. So yes.
All right. Thanks for everything, everybody.
Right.
Congrats, Ciaran. You're finally off the schneid.
And maybe we get. I'm actually going to remember to say it. Please like and subscribe. We're trying to get up to 500 so we can fire some money away on a bet, and then we'll donate it to charity on what we hit with it. So, and when our goal is 500, and then we get to 1,000. Maybe we'll do the same thing.
We're building our community one horse player at a time. But thanks for watching, everyone. It's been a great Bing meet, a lot of fun. It's good to see Ciaran back in the winner's circle, and we'll keep you all posted about what we're up to next.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you guys. Well, it's just a matter of what day next week. We'll let you guys know.
And I'll say it, Ciaran, because this is the first time in a long time Frank didn't hit the late double. He's going to go home in trouble.
It's about damn time. That's all I got to say.
All right. Congrats, my man. Good job. Thanks for watching, everyone.